Hello, I'm Ron Waterman. Welcome to StorySMART Creative Social Media, the video series designed to help you take advantage of the direct storytelling revolution underway in modern communications. You have the power to use story to promote your brand in ways completely unimaginable not that long ago. You just need to be creative and smart about it. The fact of the matter is that you have the ability to be your own media outlet and share your authentic story directly, unfiltered with your target audience. These videos are designed to show you how to do it by giving you practical tips you can put directly into action. The good news is you can do everything yourself and you don't have to spend a lot of money doing it. Sure, you can hire a big PR agency or engage a consultant to do things for you, but no one can be a more authentic version of you than you. Put another way, no one can be a more authentic version of your brand than your brand. What is more, in this digital world, your customers expect to hear from you directly. My goal with these videos is to show you how you can do it. I'm from Missouri, the Show Me State, and a city, St. Louis, that shines brighter than any other city in the United States when it comes to startup businesses. The story of St. Louisans is that do-it-yourself is in our DNA. Maybe it's a Midwestern thing, or something to do with Provel cheese or frozen custard. I don't know. I just know that it's who we are and what we do. So with that, let's talk storytelling. Why storytelling? Storytelling is as old as mankind. Before humans could write, storytelling was how information was conveyed. Today, story still remains the best way to teach. Just think about the conversations you have with your kids and how you impart lessons. Story is central to that. You don't need to be a neuroscientist to realize that our human brains are conditioned to learn when we enter story mode. Storytelling is the hallmark of good leadership and great business marketing. Just think about truly great leaders. They're also great storytellers. We often say they're great communicators. Framing your message as a story greatly enhances the chance it will be remembered. I believe that the success of your communication should be measured by how well it's remembered by your audience. The true beauty of storytelling is that anyone can do it. Young or old, rich or poor, experienced or inexperienced, it really doesn't matter. Good stories are relatable, speaking to us at an emotional level. They're also transferable, meaning they're easily retold to others. In fact, great stories are absolutely contagious, spreading like wildfire. A great story inspires, appeals to everyone, and has the power to build community. All religions are built on a great story. Legends are, in fact, great stories. So what does that mean to you and your brand? The simple truth is that you need to know your story and be ready to share it consistently with all that you do in your communications. Over the years, I've helped countless people get their story out there. Whether it was my work in politics, my 18 seasons in Major League Baseball, or in my communication consulting practice. One of the most consistent things I've encountered when working with people was the sentiment that they wanted my help to get their story out there. Help me get on TV. Help me get in the newspaper. I would always ask them to share with me their story. Put it in your own words. What do you want people to know? What's in it for them? Why should they care? I see it as my job to help guide them in sharing their own story. So it's helpful to hear things in their own words. I'm a firm believer that before you're out there pitching your story to media, you need to share it directly yourself. So what do I mean by that? You're going to hear me talk a lot about direct storytelling. What I mean by that is that you can speak directly to almost any audience unfiltered today thanks to technology and social media. In this digital world, your direct storytelling starts with your website. In this digital world, your website is your most important asset. It's your best salesperson and your most valuable real estate. If you're going to pitch a story to a reporter, the very first place that reporter is going to turn to is your website to get the information. It's where your customers will also go. You owe it to yourself to share your authentic story on your website and via social media. Anything short of that is frankly communication malpractice. The first time I heard that term was at a Major League Baseball industry meeting in 2016 when President Obama's press secretary spoke to our group of league communication professionals. He talked about how in the president's first term, Had they put out a video announcing something newsworthy rather than bringing it directly to the White House press corps, the press would have revolted. By the second term, the world had changed enough that they were routinely going directly to the American citizens with news, and when the press would pitch a story to them, they would vet the request by asking the news outlet how they would promote it. He used a factoid that the audience size of all of the major networks had dropped significantly over the term because of the changing media habits of the American people. He said it would have been communication malpractice if you didn't use the opportunity to go directly to your audience. That resonated a lot with me. One of the best ways to share your story is through a concept known as brand journalism. That is sharing your story in the great tradition of journalism, but from your own unique perspective. It's honest, authentic storytelling from a point of view, which I would argue has always been journalism. Every human, even the best, most impartial journalist, has a point of view. We'll do a deeper dive into brand journalism in a future video, but suffice it to say it should be your go-to approach. A great example of brand journalism using video is one that I became aware of at my first winter meeting in Indianapolis in 2009. During that meeting with my colleagues from the other 30 teams in Major League Baseball, my colleagues from the Chicago White Sox talked about something they did following Mark Buehrle's perfect game against the Tampa Bay Rays on July 23, 2009. President Obama, a big White Sox fan, called Buehrle to congratulate him. The press had already left the clubhouse by this time, so someone from the PR department captured the entire conversation on flip cam and later shared it directly with the fans and with the media. MLB later handed out flip cams to be used by all the clubs. That's when it really clicked for me. We needed to be doing more to share our story directly with fans. What followed was a path over the next 9 seasons towards huge investments in directly sharing our story using video. To sum things up, storytelling is the most effective way to convey information. Our brains are conditioned to learn when we enter story mode. Thanks to advances in technology as well as the advent of social media, you have the power to use story to promote your brand in so many exciting and creative ways. I can't wait to share more with you in future videos. Please subscribe and join me each week. I promise to share useful information you can put immediately into practice and to share insights into the world of communication that I hope will inspire and empower you to get out there and join the direct storytelling revolution. It's time for your brand to realize your full potential by acting as your own media outlet as you master the art of digital storytelling, particularly video storytelling. You can do it, and I can help. Subscribe to this channel. With each video, we will strive to inspire you to be creative and get out there and share your story and build your brand. Until next time, subscribe and stay story smart.